DSM Living with Wendy Wen, Melanie Hall, and Sharon Rooney.
Bold banter, mistaken identities, and a few little tricks set the stage for Lend Me a Tenor at the Des Moines Playhouse. This show will bring you to tears because it's just that funny. I'm Melanie Hall, and you're watching DSM Living.
Coming up, I'll go back in time to discover stories of Iowa and the people who served during this impressive time period.
And today we are turning up the volume on beer can chicken and making blue moon chicken.
Coming up, we're going to check out Anani Salon and Spa right here in Ankeny. We'll be talking with Bob Oliver of Bob Oliver Heating and Air. He'll be chatting with us about how to keep your home comfortable, clean, and cost efficient.
Well, where can you enjoy a nice glass of wine, meet a lot of great new people, and create a beautiful piece of art? That would be the social canvas.
Take me out to the ball game. Let me watch the iCubs play because being at Principal Park is a great way to spend a day. Well, Kathy, I know the show Lend Me a Tenor is kind of about the doors. Doors opening and doors closing.
Doors slamming.
Doors slamming.
That's right. It's called a door slammer for a good reason.
And a lot of laughs, I'm sure. So give us an overview of what the show's all about.
Okay, because it's complex, the overview can be complex too, but let me just delineate it down to this. There is a show that's going to go on with the tenor as the lead performer. And we think he dies. He doesn't. Somebody else decides to take his place, and when he wakes up, that's when they start running into one another. Only they almost run into one another, they just miss one another.
So it's about timing.
It's about timing, and it's about the women who are pursuing them both.
So what type of choices did you make to really help define the show?
Well, one of the things that we wanted to do was create this wonderful space.
It's gorgeous.
It's supposed to be Cleveland in 1934, and our set designer reasoned that since this was during the Depression, that they wouldn't have had time or money to make it over into deco. So this is like a decade before, and we wanted it to be Cleveland's best foot forward. Now, you also have to have a requisite amount of doors, because that's the way that the play is written, but we didn't want it to be all about the doors. We wanted it to be that opulent setting.
It sounds like it's going to be a wonderful show. Your reviews are fantastic. And in the reviews it said that Angie dresses the characters beautifully and occasionally undresses the characters. So I'm going to go talk with her and check and see what that is all about. Thanks so much, Kathy.
You bet. Thank you for having us again.
Thanks. Angie, you know we love talking to you to get the juice and the scoop on what's going on behind the scenes and the costumes. And I've read the reviews and it says that you dress people beautifully and occasionally undress people. So give me the scoop.
Yes. Well, this is your classic farce where anything can happen. Wackiness ensues. That sort of phrase is used a lot with this. So we do have a couple of ladies who get down to their skivvies. So we had to come up with that. We had a good time with this one.
So I love the fur. Tell me about this beautiful piece.
Well, this fur is a little special. The Playhouse, when people get tired of their furs, they give them to us. Fur isn't as popular as it used to be. And by the way, the Playhouse has never purchased a real fur. We're recycling. This one's really great because it belonged to Kate Goldman. And as you know, the Kate Goldman Children's Theater is named after Kate Goldman. And when I went through our stock of like 40-some furs, trying to decide what I would pick, when I found Kate Goldman's name embroidered inside of this stole, I was like, that's it, we're using it. So I feel like there's a little good vibe in this show because there's a little bit of Kate Goldman in it.
Well, it's a fantastic fur, and the other costumes look beautiful too, but I did read about this specific sequence dress.
Yes.
The gold or the silver sequence dress, and apparently the actor sparkles as much as the dress does, I'm told too.
Yes, she does.
So tell me about this dress.
Well, there's a line in the play that says, it looks like the Chrysler Building. She says it's a dress from Paris, but it looks like the Chrysler Building. And that's because it's very sparkly. And that's one of the things that sets the time period, because the Chrysler Building in New York City, a silver Art Deco building, was pretty new. So it's kind of a fun joke, and she gets a lot of mileage out of it. She works it pretty good.
I heard you have something coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, if you want to buy something that's been on stage or been in stock, we are having a big costume sale, theater sale, playhouse sale of a lot of costumes, a lot of vintage clothing, things that have been here for over 20 years. I've been here 20 years, so some of my stuff's going to be out there. Vintage things, furniture, set pieces, props, just all sorts of stuff. It's going to be a really fun sale, June 15th and 16th, so check it out.
So if people want to get kind of an overview of what it's all about, they can check out the Facebook page.
Yep, we're putting pictures of some of the stuff that's going on the sale on Facebook.
Sounds good. Well,
it'll be
I
fun.
cannot wait to see the show. I keep on saying the reviews are fantastic, so I'm going to check in with Leanne and see how we can get tickets.
Okay.
Thanks, Angie. And I'm going to take the dress with me.
Okay.
Leanne, we are ready for a laugh. So how can we get tickets to the show?
You can give us a call at 277-6261. Buy your tickets online at dmplayhouse.com, or of course come to the Playhouse ticket office. And in fact, we've got your tickets here.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Hey Des Moines, I'm Whitney with Fairway and Sensible Health, and today we've got Adam, our meat expert, with us. And today we are turning up the volume on beer can chicken and making blue moon chicken. So Adam, get us started.
Well, this is why it's so fun grilling, is because you can do cool stuff like this, and this is what it's all about. A spin-off, like you said, from the beer can chicken. All we've done is taken a whole chicken, we've sliced it completely in half, and right through the back, and all we're gonna do is take our fingers and we're gonna separate the skin from the muscle, and we've sliced some oranges right here.
Oranges tie in really well with the blue moon.
They do. Everybody knows that when you go out and you have a blue moon, what do you get with it?
You get an orange.
You get an orange slice, absolutely. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna tuck this in there. Now let me throw this at you too. What we've done first is we've marinated this overnight in blue moon. Okay, this whole chicken. So it already smells like beer, it smells like blue moon, it's got the flavor.
This just screams summer.
It does.
We've got the
It's
citrus,
awesome.
which, I mean, not only is that great in the summer, nice and refreshing, it's a nice tenderizer for our chicken. It adds great flavor. Plus, we're cooking with beer. It just doesn't say grilling any more than cooking with your favorite beer.
That's right, and like I said, that's why this is so fun. So we're ready to put our blue moon chicken halves on the grill. Right now I've got prosciutto wrapped baby asparagus. Very easy to do. Slice some thin prosciutto, wrap up a bundle of asparagus with it. They don't take very long. You might want to wait till the chicken's about 10 minutes from being done to put those on because they cook really fast. All right, so let's place our chickens on the grill. So we want to place them on the grill, skin side up, just like that, and you can see the orange wedges in there, okay? We're going to put them on indirect heat, as low as you can get your grill, indirect flame, and you're going to want to let those sit for about 30 minutes. Do not flip those. They're going to cook just the way they are. Now, when they're done, you're going to slice into a thigh or a breast, one of the thickest muscles, and the juice is going to run clear, but it's still going to be nice and tender and juicy. And that's when you know they're going to be done, guys. These are going to be a fantastic hit.
Adam, you did it again. Another fantastic grilling recipe.
Thank you very much. It came out great. I can't wait to dig into it. Speaking of done, we did get this temp up to 165 as USDA recommends. And because we did that, most of the beer probably actually cooked off, but that's why we got these fellas waiting for us.
That's right. These are for us. But most of the alcohol did burn off of our chicken. So what else could you have marinated in?
You know, if you don't want to use alcohol, you can do a non-alcoholic version. Any kind of citrus, just like we got here. Any kind of citrus juice, whether it's pineapple, whether it's apple juice. Some people use apple sauce. Anything like that gives it that nice citrus flavor that's going to break down the meat and permeate it.
So get creative, experiment. And for our side today, we had some prosciutto wrapped asparagus. And if you need these recipes or any others, you can go to fairway.com. And remember, the most important ingredient in any grilling recipe is family.
And friends.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
We're here at Anani Salon and Spa in Ankeny to find out about the latest trends in hair. Stephanie, let's talk about the power of a haircut.
Okay.
Now, the right haircut can make a person feel and look so good.
Absolutely.
So what are the trends for 2013? What can people do to do a quick update to make all the difference?
The trends that I'm loving right now are so easy to change your look. The ombre coloring technique is really popular right now. We're seeing it all over in Hollywood. The ombre coloring technique is where you keep your roots really deep and then focus your lighter colors through the ends. The contrast is absolutely beautiful, and we see it all over in the magazines.
I was going to say, I think I've seen that in the magazines.
Oh yeah, Drew Barrymore is very popular for that look, Sarah Jessica Parker. Another really cool technique and an easy way to change up your look would be just adding a bold bang.
The bang boom, huh?
The bang boom, it's all over. We're seeing everyone from Jennifer Lopez to Michelle Obama. It's just a fun, quick way to change up your look.
And it can make someone look really feminine too.
Absolutely.
You look great
Makes
in
the
bangs.
eyes pop out. Thanks. I was bored. Needed to change up the look.
Well, we have Cassie over here. So
Yeah.
what are we doing with Cassie today?
Well, actually, Cassie eventually wants to donate her hair to Locks of Love. And that's quite the process of growing out the hair. We want to make sure that it's at the right length for her after cutting off the 10 inches. So we're trying to do something fun to keep it fresh and current. She's got the perfect hairline to add a quick bang, the bold bang, and it's just gonna make her eyes pop. It's gonna look beautiful on her.
Cassie, I think you will look great in bangs, and I cannot
Yeah.
wait to see the end result.
Same here.
I'll let you get to work.
Okay, sounds good.
Stephanie, I am so excited to see the big reveal, but
Yeah.
before we bring Cassie out, what do you think?
I think she looks absolutely stunning. It's amazing what just bringing a bang forward does to make her eyes pop out. She looks stunning.
Oh, all right,
Cool.
Cassie, come on out. Oh my gosh, you look great. You look so beautiful. Stephanie, you did such a great
Thanks.
job. I love the bangs. Well, I'm gonna go check in with Abby to see how our viewers can get a power haircut too.
That sounds good. Thanks.
Abby, Cassie looks absolutely amazing. Stephanie did a fantastic job. So how can our viewers reach Anani?
You can get a hold of us a few different ways. First, you can visit our website at ananisalonandspa.com or try our Facebook page, Anani Salon and Spa, where you can get daily updates, promotions, or even insider tips. And from there, you can request an appointment. But the best way is to call us at 965-0093, and our guest coordinators can help you set up an appointment.
That sounds great. Well, now I'm dying to get bangs. What do you think?
I think you could do it.
Can I pull them off?
Yes.
Find us online at dsmliving.com to watch this week's episode, see other videos, and check out what's coming up on future shows.
Your garden is an investment, both in time and money. The number one reason we see gardens fail is the purchase of small, unreliable plants and poor plant advice. A successful garden starts with large, healthy plants and sound advice on planting and growing your plants. The Ted Laird Garden Center is knowledgeable and passionate about gardening. We do it right. Experience Iowa's most beautiful garden center, 5 minutes south of West Des Moines, just east of beautiful downtown Cumming. Shop local. Ted Laird Design Building Garden Center, creating beautiful outdoor scapes by design.
The Memorial Day sales event is your chance to save on over 2,000 vehicles, all sale tagged at Carl Chevrolet. Take advantage of just announced bonus cash on new Chevy models like the award-winning 2013 Malibu. Or experience what being number one means for you with a Chevy certified pre-owned vehicle. Carl Chevrolet, offering you value that goes beyond your savings on the tag.
Your dealer for life, Carl Chevrolet.
There's nothing better than a dog in one hand and a glove in the other and being at Principal Park to watch the I-Cubs play. Like, I am so excited about this season. Tell us what we can look forward to.
Yeah, you're not the only one who's excited. Everybody here is tremendously excited for summer and for the Iowa Cubs to be back in town. It's another rebuilding year in Chicago, so that means a bunch of prospects will be coming through. Last year we saw Brett Jackson, Anthony Rizzo. This year we'll probably see Jackson again, Vitters will be here, and maybe a couple other big-time prospects.
Do you have a favorite player?
I like Casey Coleman. He's a really nice guy. He's a hockey fan. I'm a hockey fan, and his dad and grandpa both pitched in the majors. So.
Cool. Well, let's go in and take a look.
Sounds good.
Nate, I love being here on the field. This is so awesome. So tell us about your history.
Well, I'm a native Iowan. Played college baseball at Iowa State University. I was a pitcher there, and grew up a Cubs fan. I got drafted by the Cubs after my junior year of college, and came up through the Cubs minor league system. and ended up pitching for the Iowa Cubs here, what was then Sec Taylor Stadium and now Principal Park, in 2001, and then was traded to the Florida Marlins in 2002, and ended up getting traded to the Milwaukee Brewers, and then played for a couple more years in the independent leagues out on the East Coast.
Perfect. So what's your position here now?
Right now I'm the Vice President and Assistant GM of the team, but ultimately around here you're going to see all of our employees wearing a bunch of different hats, whether it's doing a tarp pole or putting up signs or jumping behind a concession stand and cooking hot dogs or whatever it is.
And we all love the dogs.
All hands on deck when you're in minor league baseball.
Well, let's talk about the iCubs now. What can we expect? What are some of the events that will be here?
Well, as always, we come up with our weekly, daily specials that we have. Usually we do a 2-for-1 on Tuesdays. Our special days are fireworks days on Friday nights. Every Friday night we're going to have fireworks, and fans love that. And we're continuing to put the schedule together as we speak. So there's going to be more coming. Yeah.
Well, I need to talk about tickets. So should we go to the ticket office?
Let's go get some tickets.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, so we're here at the ticket office. What do fans need to know about getting a game day ticket?
Well, essentially our ticket office is open when the work hours are open, so they can come down anytime between 9 and 5, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays 9 to noon on non-game days. We have a variety of different types of tickets. We have a variety of packages that can fit the budget for individual Cub fans out there.
It's perfect for everyone's individual
That's right.
needs, huh? Yeah. Well, I'm going to go get some tickets, but before I leave you, I want you to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." All right, look straight into the camera and give us your best.
You're putting me on the spot here.
Come on.
How about I give you the first couple lines?
Okay, that sounds good.
Are you going to sing it with me?
Nope. Okay.
Do we get some organ music?
Yeah. Okay, one,
right.
2, 3.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back.
So just root for the Cubbies.
If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
All right, I'm gonna get my tickets.
All right.
Thanks, Nate.
Well, where can you enjoy a nice glass of wine, meet a lot of great new people, and create a beautiful piece of art? That would be the Social Canvas. And tonight we're here with Linda, the owner. And I gotta tell you, I walked in the door and I'm already feeling completely creative. And the work behind me, forget about it, it's beautiful. But before we talk about all that, Linda, how did you even come up with this idea?
Well, I went to Colorado to visit my family, and there was a studio out there similar to this that I went to with my mom and sister for my birthday. And I called my husband up and said, guess what I want to do? And we did.
And that's the story.
That's the story. He said no, but as you can see, I got my way.
Yeah,
so.
of course, right? Now, but let's say I'm someone who's never heard of it before. Take me through the steps.
Well, you sign up online, and then when you come in, blank canvases everywhere, and I will guide you step by step through the painting of the night. For instance, tonight we have the Looking Up painting. And by the end of the night, you'll have a few drinks, paint your masterpiece, and you'll go home.
Yeah, so I'm impressed by that. I know when I paint, I get really thirsty, and I did hear that you guys can take care of that.
We do. Beer and wine and soft drinks. So
very nice.
For the kids.
So another thing I wanted to ask you is, so is it really true we come in and we don't have to have a paintbrush or anything?
No, you come in with nothing. And we supply the paint, the brushes, the apron, and the alcohol. And we go through, I tell you which brush to use, which color, how to mix the color, and then how to put it on the canvas.
Oh, sounds wonderful.
Okay, welcome to the Social Canvas. How's everybody tonight? Well, tonight we are painting Looking Up. This isn't your typical art class, as you can tell by the bar. You all got a stack of brushes, and you all should have your smocks on. All have your paint palettes with your paint. You look like artists. So we're good to go. On your table is a green cup of water to rinse your brushes in. Also on your table is a drink. Distinguish the two. Put one on either side of your canvas so you do not put your brushes in your wine. Oh, there you go. All right. Looks good, looks good.
So what made you decide that this was something you wanted to partake in? Do you do art on your?
Not normally. It's something I enjoy doing. I just thought it sounded fun.
So coming here, what has been your favorite part of the class?
It's just relaxing to paint and just be creative.
And how do you feel about the teaching? Do you think it's pretty easy to follow?
Oh, very easy. Yeah, it's really easy. Anybody can do it. Come to the social canvas. It's really fun.
It is. It's a blast. Now, you guys are open how many days a week and what times?
Thursday through Sunday. Thursday nights, Friday nights, Saturday. We usually have 2 or 3 classes, and then Sunday afternoon.
Awesome. And if we want more information, you got a great website.
We do, www.thesocialcanvas.com.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Linda.
Thank you.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
Hi, I'm here with Bob Oliver of Bob Oliver Heating and Air. And today, Bob is going to tell us a little bit more about the neat things going on in heating and air. Are you ready to go on in, Bob?
Let's head on in.
Thanks for joining us.
You bet.
Bob, I'm not sure I've ever seen an air conditioning unit that's raised up off the ground. Can you tell me a little bit about this unit?
You bet. This is our Rheem AJM series here. This is what comes in its square shape here, and really it has an outline of a good guarding here for any hail, any kind of rocks, a lawnmower retraction, anything that can be outside.
So important here in Iowa too, especially the hail.
You bet. Typically the air conditioner outdoors, you know, is sitting on the ground sometimes. This makes for a good fit for a hill. Any type of connection with landscaping, lawn mowing. This is a really nice fit here. This unit's actually been placed back into a placement or a unit that had been sitting here 17 years before. And of course, the only way to get 17 years is by buying a Rheem air conditioner, because it's really that established background that makes Rheem so good.
They're a great product, I do know that. One thing I think consumers are concerned about is how it looks, but the other thing is the efficiency. Can you talk a little bit about the efficiency on this?
You bet. And it's how it looks and how it feels.
Yeah.
And it feels really good inside. We're talking about getting crisp cooling, number one, from these units. And a lot of times we're doing this with less power with the efficiency of the past unit. Typically, the one that we replace this with, we're using 10 less amps on the electricity, so it opens up the circuit breaker and also saves you a lot of money. So the efficiency went from 8 SEER all the way to 16 SEER on this model here, and we actually get units that get up into the 18 SEER range.
Bob, I know another point that concerns our consumers is how loud an air conditioning unit can be. Sometimes they're just so incredibly noisy.
Yeah, nobody wants a lot of racket around their house. And with the Rheem units, really they focused on low decibel ratings in the industry. They're a leader in that. And these units actually operate very quietly in the heat pump or air conditioning units that go outdoors. So they're really efficient, they look good, they feel good, and they're really quiet.
That sounds awesome. Well, Bob, thanks so much for joining us today. If our viewers want to get a hold of you, how can they reach you?
Yeah, it's easy. Just call us at 515-277-1696. Or you can get a hold of us at Bob Oliver at www.boboliverheatingandair.com.
All right, great. Thanks, Bob.
With over 10,000 square feet of exhibit space and over 300 artifacts and documents, the State Historical Building brings to life Iowa's past for every visitor. Let's go see if we can find Susan. Wow. Wow, Susan, this place is amazing. What a great exhibit. What can you tell us about this?
Thanks, Wendy. Well, the State Historical Museum of Iowa opened Iowa in the Civil War last April, and since then we've seen nearly 60,000 visitors come through. And what's really great about this is that the Civil War is such a broad topic, but our exhibit focuses specifically on Iowa's role in the Civil War. We have nearly 300 artifacts on display ranging from weapons and cannons and uniforms down to those personal effects of soldiers that include pocket Bibles, sewing kits, and things like that. So we feel like there's really something for everyone. You can walk in as an Iowan, feel proud of our role in the Civil War, and really connect to the soldiers and the lives and the sacrifices that all Iowans made. The State Historical Museum of Iowa has nearly 100,000 objects in the collection, and we have a very rich Civil War collection. And so we wanted to bring those items out of the vault and really tell an all-encompassing story of Iowa's role in the Civil War.
Now, I noticed when I first walked in, the biggest thing I could see, which is this beautiful photograph. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, the Grand Army of the Republic happened after the war, and so as you exit the exhibit, we do feature the aftermath of the war. And this was a group that formed just out of camaraderie and really had that sense of patriotic spirit with them.
So tell me about this battle.
This model is depicting Iowa's 2nd Infantry at the Battle of Fort Donelson. And I think it's one of the best names in Civil War history. It's Voltaire Twombly, and he was a private, and he's depicted carrying the flag in this model. And he was actually one of Iowa's first Medal of Honor winners. But what's really incredible is that Twombly's flag, if you look up, we have conserved this flag that was at the battle at Fort Donelson, and so visitors can come in and see this. We actually have a very extensive battle flag collection, but this one in particular is significant because of the role it played at Fort Donelson and with Iowa's 2nd Infantry.
So this is the actual flag that's pictured here in this photograph.
It is the actual flag.
So this is my favorite display, and the tree is an actual tree. And it's full of cannonballs and other things. Can you tell me more about this?
It is. It's from Georgia and was taken, of course, after the Civil War, but it really showcases what was happening when soldiers enter the battlefield. There was so much happening, and there was a lot of things flying through the air. Cannon shots, gunshots, and so this tree really showcases what that is. There are multiple shots lodged, several cannon shots lodged, and so it's a really great depiction of what that environment was like when they entered the battlefield.
Now, what kind of other activities do you guys have going throughout, let's say, the next month?
We also have a lot of activities happening within the museum that are for children and families, lots of hands-on, engaging activities that relate to our different exhibits. The wonderful thing about the State Historical Museum of Iowa is that we offer free general admission, and we are open 7 days a week.
Oh, how great. And if, let's say, we have people that are maybe wanting a little bit more information about this particular exhibit, what's the best way they can learn about that?
Please go to our website, which is iowahistory.org. Iowa is spelled out, and that will give you general information about the museum, general information about the exhibit. But we really would like people to come here and experience this wonderful exhibit for itself.
Great. Thank you so much, Susan, for taking me through this today. That's our show for today. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for another episode of DSM Living. Join the conversation on our Facebook page or check out our YouTube channel. I'm Melanie Hall. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of the weekend.
Host apparel by Francesca's, located in Jordan Creek Mall in West Des Moines.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines. If you want to see your company or event on DSM Living, head over to our website and fill out a simple form, or shoot us an email to info@dsmliving.com.
Yeah, how about like this?
Can I do that?
You've got a lot of meat here for less money. You can serve. Start over.
Coming up, I'm going to go back in time to.
Okay.
And today we're going to talk about the.
Well, I'm going to say fantastic. So what are you going to say?
I'll say thank you.